Hi, Joe Cirone,
Alan Rosen.
and we're here to welcome you to CAD 116, Basic AutoCAD for the fall 2020.
050, 050.
And we're going to go through and explain how the course is going to work. We will be holding a Zoom orientation meeting on Thursday morning, September 3rd at 10 a.m. To attend the meeting, you just click on this link and put in this ID. And then we'll be able to talk to you personally about how the course runs. Textbooks, students will need to have the AutoCAD and its applications comprehensive textbook. The content for this book is used to run the course, and we'll be using that information. You can get that at Amazon, or you can get it at the bookstore. And you could use an older version of it. You don't necessarily have to use 2020. There's not a lot of big changes between 2019 and 18, but there's some small changes. And so that will be the textbook. Getting started, how to use D2L, syllabus, outline of topics, the software, and then module 1. And so we'll make this a relatively short video where we point you in the right direction for these resources. Right, Al?
Yep. And we're going to go over how to download and get AutoCAD software, not today, but on our first meeting.
Sounds good. And so using D2L. D2L is a course management software, and you can log into d2l.oakton.edu. If I log out and log back in, I don't think that's going to serve a big purpose. And so once you're logged in, you'll be in this 116 course shell. And this is where we'll put content. And under the content is where we'll have the different modules. We'll have assignments, which is where you will turn in the assignments. And so we'll have this module 1 assignment, and we'll need to update this due date.
Yep.
Typically, things are due 2 weeks from the day they're assigned. And then we put the instructions on the main splash page. So on our main splash page, again, we'll have a Zoom meeting on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. And this will be a reoccurring meeting. We'll have that every Thursday. We have videos and such to show people how to install the CAD software, which is what you'll need to run the course, and textbook, where to get the textbook. Getting started using D2L, that's kind of what we're doing right now. Let's take a look at the syllabus and the outline of topics. And so the syllabus is located under content, syllabus, and the PDF documents tend to load faster. So the course will be taught by Alan and I. You can email us on the D2L. And it's running online. We've been running this course online since 2007. So it's fairly well established. It continues to change and to evolve as the technology becomes easier and it's become more mainstream. It's the first course in design and drafting with AutoCAD, and it's designed as an introductory course with an emphasis on architectural and engineering or mechanical applications. And we'll use the computer to draw and plot these drawings. Things like elevations, mechanical three-dimensional views, and how to set up a drawing and edit it, and different construction techniques. We'll also use blocks, which are like symbols, and we'll go through plotting. The learning objectives for this course will be, again, it's sort of a how-to course. How to draw these plans for different technologies like architectural versus mechanical, and then how to analyze and solve problems using CAD. CAD is a terrific tool for doing things like room layouts. Where do the desks go? Where do the computers go? Things like social distancing now, where we have to make sure that people stay 6 feet apart. Well, we can take blueprints that are to scale, meaning the measurements are real, and be able to use the computer for that. Academic integrity. Be familiar with the academic integrity. It's usually not a problem, but you don't want to get caught in something where somebody says, hey, you plagiarized. And some of these things are just not even intentional, but on the other hand, they have all these fact checkers out and things nowadays. And Al and I are just wanting people to be able to run the program. Outline of topics. We'll take a look at the outline of topics in next. As far as the methods of instructions, we're going to use online tutorials. We do a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of hands-on. So what we're doing is we're just making sure that we incorporate those videos for you to watch on your computer. Course practices, completion of the labs, passing of quizzes, and submission of the files to the D2L for grading. And the course, you know, we're going to be teaching this in an online environment. Here's our instruction materials, our ISBN. It's basically 50% drawings, 10% tests and quizzes, and then a 40% final examination. If you have any psychological or physical disabilities, or if you have any special needs, Oakton is a very accommodating environment. We feel it's there for you to get what you need, not just academics, but support as well. And so in our syllabus, we talk about some of those resources for you, and you can see that within the syllabus. But if you do have any problems or anything like that, just something like, hey, I can't make it to class, then what you want to do is you just want to email us right here with the message alert, and email both Al and I, and we'll get back to you as quickly as possible. And if it's something like I can't make it to class, it's always good because we will be sharing that information, not so much to class, but if you have questions, since it's an online course. So that's the syllabus. If we look at the outline of topics, we're going to map it to the textbook. And so we're going to start with chapter 1 and chapter 2. And you're going to read the AutoCAD and its applications textbook. And we're going to go through module 1. And then next week, we'll go through module 2, module 3, module 4. And in each module, there will be a chapter that you'll need to read in the textbook. And then there will be an activity, a hands-on drawing exercise. And then as we progress into the courses, there's a quiz attached to each one. And so to be able to take the quizzes, you'll go to, maybe we should go to Student View.
Yep.
Quizzes and exams. And so here's test 1. Test 1 and 2 are active right now. And so you can, actually, I think we got to maybe tune this back a little bit. It's a little far ahead. And you'll take these quizzes, which will then give you an understanding of how that class is going to work. And basically, it's a review of the reading materials within the textbook. And so since I'm at Student View, I can't look at it. But if I switch back and go back to our quizzes and exams, we can make this ready to go. Instead of 2 weeks out, we'll make it start. Well, that's pretty far in the future, Al.
Okay.
Since the course is starting here on the 3rd, let's just put it on the 3rd.
Okay.
And then, you know, we can always push things back a little bit.
Sounds good.
And we'll go through and we'll make sure that those calendar dates are adjusted properly. But if you when you take the quiz, they're basically questions about AutoCAD. So for example, whenever you begin a new drawing, AutoCAD creates a new file called, and these are different file types. And the correct answer is drawing.dwg, or the file extension is dwg. And so those will be required for the course. We set up the start dates, but they're somewhat open-ended as far as the due dates. We recommend that you do them every 2 weeks, but you do need to finish all the quizzes, and it's in an asynchronous environment. And so we have the quizzes to time as the modules are opened. Back to our outline of topics. So again, we'll cover a different chapter or 2 chapters per week with a quiz and a drawing assignment. And then as we get back to the contents and we look at module 1, we've created videos for module 1 and how to do the exercises. And so in module 1, we're going to create these 5 different title blocks or 5 different plate drawings. And we have an interface lecture basically telling you how the interface works. If I click on it, Module 1. Hi, Joe Cirone, and this video is going to talk to you about how to use the online CAD information for basic AutoCAD. I've started the internet. So this basically goes through how to use the course management system and how to do these basic plate title block drawings. Goes through our learning objectives for the course, using computer-aided design, applications, and then we go through with some hands-on exercises after we go through and we explain to you how the interface works. And so it's a video that basically gets you started. How does, what am I looking at? How does the AutoCAD system work? And we have a number of those that are included within the course. So once you go through and you download the software, you install the software, go to module 1 and go through the information as far as the lecture, how the interface works, and then we'll go through and we'll do these labs. And so if we look at the lab 1, lab 1 is going to be to create a drawing of this part. And what we'll do is we'll download the drawing template.
It's early.
And create it. And I think we have videos for that, don't we, Al?
Yes.
And so there's a video on how to do this module exactly. Module 1 video instructions. Basic AutoCAD. And so again, we make the videos as we go. And this was done, I believe this was done quite recently within the last semester. And so it goes through, here's our different drawings and how to get started with those. And if I fast forward it a little bit, you can see then we'll go through the interface, how to do some basic setup, and then how to draw using AutoCAD, using the line command. And then we use these title blocks, which are set up with a 1/2-inch grid and snap. So it's kind of like using graph paper. And the idea is to be able to use basic draw commands. So that's module 1, and that's somewhat of a quick recap of what you can expect for the course. Al and I are looking forward to working with you. And Al, do you have anything you'd like to add to this brief recording?
No, just making sure that you have fun, relax, enjoy it, and you will learn a lot. And that's what we're here for. So you learn exactly what you want to do, what you have to do.
Sounds good. Al and I have been doing these courses for a long time. We're looking forward to working with you.
Thank you very much.
All right.